Hello everyone, welcome to another blog. Today we're going to be talking about comparatives and superlatives. This theme is from English B1 or English 4. When we use comparatives adjectives to show, change, or make comparison. For example, this car is certainly better, but it's much more expensive. Here we are comparing the price of this car with another car. Uh, we have another example. This apple is bigger than my hand. So we are comparing the apple with somebody's hand here. Every time you want to compare one thing with another, in English, we use then. For example, she is 2 years older than me. So here we have the comparison of one sister with another, and we use then to say that she is 2 years older. New York is much bigger than Boston. Here we are comparing two states and we're telling that is bigger and we use than. He is a better player than Ronaldo. So we are talking about one person that is much better than another one. France is a bigger country than Britain. Here we're talking about states again, like New York and Boston, but here we're using France, and it's the same structure that is bigger than. When we use superlatives, we use them with superlatives adjectives to express the extreme degree of quality. For example, it was the happiest day of my life. Here we're talking like the most high, the most happy he was that day. Another example we have is the Everest. Everest is the highest mountain in the world. So here we're talking about the extreme degree of quality of the mountain that is the Everest. Another example is that's the best film I ever seen this year. So we're saying that this is the extreme degree of quality of these movies in this year. How to form comparatives and superlative adjectives. We usually add er and est to one syllable word to make comparatives and superlatives. For example, we have old, older, and oldest. So here we are just adding er and est. We have another one that is long. So here we don't have to take any words, any syllable, and we're just adding er or est. Here are some special cases. The first one is if an adjective ends in E with we add R or ST. Here we have the word nice and if it ends in E, so we have to add R to say that it's nicer, or we have to add a ST to say that it's nicest. Another example is large. Here we just have to add R and ST. Another case is if an adjective ends in a vowel and a consonant, we double the consonant. So here, big, it's a consonant, so we have to add another G, and we can say that it's bigger, and another case is biggest. Another one is fat, that ends in a consonant, so we use fatter plus the ER ending, and we have fattest for the EST ending. Another case is if an adjective ends in a consonant and Y, we change it Y to E and add ER or EST. So for this example, we have happy. So we have to drop the Y and we add IER. And the other case is we drop the letter and we use ISEST. For example, silly, sillier, or silliest. We use more and most to make comparatives and superlatives for most two syllables, adjectives, and for all adjectives with three or more syllables. So here we have careful that has more than three syllables. So we just choose more careful or most careful depending on our sentence. Another one is interesting that has more vowels, more than three vowels. So we use more interesting or most interesting. However, with these common two syllables adjectives, you can either add er, r, and est, st, or use more and most. Here are some examples. Common, cruel, gentle, handsome, likely, narrow, pleasant, polite, or simple. We have more words, but we are using some in these other examples. He is certainly handsomer than his brother. Here's a comparison that we are using with the word than. Another example is his brother is handsome, but he is more handsome. So here we are using more. She is one of the politest people I have ever met. So here we have polite that ends in E, so we just have to add ST. She is the most polite person I have ever met. So here we are using most. The adjectives good, bad, and far have irregular comparatives and superlatives. So for good, we use better or best because sometimes we don't have to use gooder or goodest. So that's why we use better and best. For bad, we use worst or worst. And for the word far, we use farther or farthest. So this is everything for this blog. I hope you enjoy and you can learn something from this group of máquinas that is the 5MM4.